What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news, some breaking news concerning Oleksandr Usyk, Vasily Lomachenko. Get this. Oleksandr Usyk and Vasily Lomachenko given permission to leave the Ukraine for fights against Joshua and Kambosos. Bob Arum of Top Rank is reporting that Oleksandr Usyk and Vasily Lomachenko have been granted permission by the cultural minister of the Ukraine to leave the country for their title fights against Anthony Joshua and George Kambosos. Arum says the Ukrainian government believes that this would be a great angle for the publicity if they let Lomachenko and Usyk leave to compete in their important fights. If Usyk and Lomachenko leave the Ukraine now, it's unclear what the situation will be when they return in 2 to 3 months. But the IBF, the WBA, the WBO heavyweight champion Usyk and Lomachenko, both Ukrainians, have been defending against the Russian invasion for weeks now. Usyk hasn't said whether he'll leave Ukraine, but Lomachenko reportedly wants to train for a title fight against George Kambosos in June in Australia. If Usyk chooses to stay behind to defend the Russians, Joshua will need another opponent for him next fight in June or July. Ukrainian government, which is tremendous, is cooperating with us as far as Lomachenko and also Usyk, Bob said to Fantastic View. He says they realize it's a tremendous publicity angle for them to come out of the Ukraine, train, participate in the title fights against Kambosos and Joshua. Hopefully the war will be over, and if it isn't, go back into defense mode. Arum continued about Usyk and Lomachenko. So I don't know where that stands with either guy, whether they're going to accept the offer of the cultural minister of the Ukraine to leave and to train a fight, said Arum. Many boxers won't be pleased with learning that Lomachenko and Usyk are leaving the Ukraine at this moment. These two brave warriors are defending against a much bigger country that is armed to the teeth with modern weaponry and are now systematically bombarding from afar to ruins. If Lomachenko and Usyk leave now, they'll be viewed as some fans, as abandoning their country with they need every single fighter they have. Let me counterpunch, people. I did a poll similar to this, right? I think it's their choice, but I think if they're going to leave, it just can't be them, because I can't imagine if I'm in their situation and I'm a fighter and I'm in the country that's being attacked. I could not mentally, spiritually leave my family behind. Like, everybody has to come with me. Like me and 16 of my peoples. All my intermediate family, my kids, my wife, everybody, they have to come with me, because I'd be damn, I'm going to go somewhere else to train over here somewhere in another country and worry about my family back home in some kind of bunker when the place is being bombed. Okay, that would be my only thing. Now, if they were to do that, I wouldn't agree with. I'm like, fuck that. If something's going to happen to my family, I want us all to be together. Not, let me leave and maybe I come back, the war may end before and at that time. No, you don't know that. You don't know how long this war will last. Okay, wars last a long time. Vietnam War, Korean War, hello. Afghanistan, hello. These wars last a long time, years. So I'll be damned, I'm not going to leave a country that's in that type of condition without my folks. I'm sorry. And in acts of war, I think that's more important than a war in the ring that's dealing with other types of politics. It's all political. But at the end of the day, me personally, I wouldn't want to leave my family behind. Okay? Now, to just think pragmatic, well, if Ukraine is doomed to be overran, I want my family safe so I can kill two birds with one stone by getting me and my family out. For one, to make us some damn money so we can relocate somewhere else. And for two, my family will already be with me. Okay? So we can rebuild and pray for the people that are still there in the Ukraine that got taken over by the Russians. That's what I would do. But it is good to represent, to have those guys, those fighters, because it would be a damn shame. And this is the selfish part of me thinking. It would be a damn shame to lose those fighters in war. And I say selfish because they're boxers and we love boxing. You know, it would be a shame. It's like losing Roberto Clemente if you love baseball. You know what I mean? So it would be a shame to lose those guys. It would. So at the end of the day, I feel that those guys getting granted permission is a good, they are good ambassadors for their country. Okay, and they will get much praise. They will get much recognition. But most importantly, they serve as a voice for their people and for their country. So I do get it through the minister's standpoint, because he's like, okay, we let these guys go, these talented individuals, you know, that are actively fighting, and we let them go and do what they know how to do best. And then they put in a good word for the rest. Okay? So I can see it on all angles. But I can also see now at the same time, hey, no, I ain't going nowhere. Fuck boxing. I'm staying right here defending my country. Okay? Because it's sad for me to say, well, I hope they don't get hurt. Well, it's everybody. You don't want nobody to be hurt or to get hurt. Not just the people that are famous. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, the selfish part of me, you know, to think selfish for a minute, yes, I would personally want them out of there to see them fight because they won't be unharmed in another country due to war. Okay, so there is a big conflict of interest of there, but here's the thing. We don't know what they're going to do. So we will see as time progresses. I'm just sending you guys the news. I'm going back to my live stream because we got to cover Blair Cobbs versus Alexis Rocha. So stay tuned for that. Until then, you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.